I've gone the other way. No, I don't. Yeah, I know. I didn't have my screen thing on, did I? Morning. I'm pressing buttons all over the place, having a nice bit of coffee. How are you? Nothing exciting happens before a show. I'm just stood there going, where was my message from Josh? Oh, hey, how are you? You all right? Do you have a good night? I realised today, after yesterday's show, we completely forgot to show you the fabric that we had for you to finish off your quilt. For John, we were too busy playing with Colin, and he was, and so yeah, I'll show you that in a bit because here it is. Right, who have we got with us this morning? Tell you some mornings. Morning, Rona. How are you? And Linda and Joe. Good morning. Good morning. Oh goodness me. So today is all morning, Mary, is all about Lewis and Irene. We've got gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous collections. Morning, Gillian. And what they've started to do now is bring back really popular previous collections, and they've reloved them. So they've changed some colourways, made it a little bit different, but they've brought back things that you've absolutely loved in different ways. So we've got that today. Morning, Laurie. Good morning, Natasha and team from sunny Suffolk. Good morning. Good morning, Karen and Joe. Oh, Joe, how is that gorgeous grandbaby? Is she all right? And Leslie and Janet, hello, and Jan, good morning, good morning, good morning. Gosh, everyone's here. Hello. Morning, Donna. Morning, Margaret. Margaret, where were you yesterday? We missed you. Gray in Wokingham. Yeah. Morning, Rebecca. Back from the school uniform shopping. I did mine online. I'm not going to lie, completely cheated. And did all of my school uniform shopping online, and then bought the labels that you iron in. Life is too short, just too short. It's arrived, and it might do for the next 2 years, the size it is, but the boy does grow. Morning, Severin. Morning, Jenny and Julie. Oh, morning from Anglesey. Do you know, I need to go to Anglesey. I've never been, and it always looks really beautiful. This is the trouble with these shows, is that you all live in really beautiful places, and then I want to go and see them all. Morning, Claire. Any more belly laughs today? I don't know. I can't. I don't have John here today. He's gone home, wondering if he'll ever be allowed back. Of course he will be. I don't know. Do you know what? And this is the thing. We are very lucky because obviously we're not Freeview and Sky and all of that. We can get away with a little bit more, even if during yesterday's show SJ was having conniptions going, can anybody rein them back in? No. No, absolutely not. Rebecca, why didn't I think of that? Oh yeah, online school shop. I don't know. We just have someone that does all of the embroidery for the schools, so I just send it across to them and go, thank you. Lots of those, please. That'll do. And they've arrived. Even better, because everything else was stopping about there and there. Who have we got? Oh, good morning, Sue. Good morning, Lisa. So. I should probably show you. For those of you that wanted fabric for John's block of the month. Oh, Alison, caught up on yesterday's show. So funny, rolling on the floor laughing. I think SJ's comment was that possibly could anyone mute a mic? No. So if you wanted to get the Flying Dales Block 6, then you this is just to do your finishing off. Then you've got your long quarter of jumble, Brandon Mabley jumble. Then you've got Sangria, and then you've got your black. So that will then finish off, and that will do everything, all your sashing and everything else, and your cornerstones and everything else that you need to. Or pick your own fabrics. It's entirely up to you. These are the ones that John chose and that he decided he would like and that they would work. Morning, Sean. And I completely forgot to, show anyone. Why would you want to know, right? Why would you need to know? I mean, it's only like you might buy it or something, Oh, moving slowly yesterday, so on a time delay. Yeah. Do you know what? Some days you just got to go a bit slow, haven't you? Right. I have finally finished off the stag quilt. Now, this is Tracy's stag quilt, and we've had the pattern as a download for a little while now, and I did promise that I would finish it off. This is basically just 2.5-inch squares with a few half square triangles. That is it. So it is super easy, and it's made the exact same way that Jane did her bee pattern, which was so popular. I changed it up a little bit, and I used it on the quilter's grid, which just sped it up for me in terms of making, but either way is absolutely perfect. So I finished off that for you this morning, just so that you could get an idea of size, because it is quite a sizable quilt. And we've got the remaining, we've only got a handful of the quilt bundles left, but we've put them on a very special deal for you. Hubby said yesterday I had to be watching Natasha when I started laughing. I don't know what you mean. I'm blaming John massively because he's not here, and it's easy to do that retrospectively. So there we go. Right. These are the fabrics with which we made that. There we go. Oh, something odd's happened to my screen. I do not like it when it does that. There we go. Haha. And this is the very last of the. Oh, hang on, no, there's another one there. Hey up. What we got there? Oh, what was it called? Yeah, I'm sure it had Highland cows or something in it somewhere. I don't know, but it's the last of it anyway. So, morning, Desiree. How are you? I love Desiree. She works with one of our suppliers, and every now and then she takes me for a wander around their warehouse, and I pick their wares. And it's again shopping, armchair shopping. I love it. But lovely to have your company, Desiree. When's my stuff arriving? That's what we need to know. In our new place, we have a man with a forklift truck. I cannot tell you how excited that makes me. Yeah, it's a bit sad that, isn't it? But actually makes me incredibly happy, because no longer will I have to lug everything very, very quickly when it starts to rain off pallets. It'll be a game changer. Can't wait. So today, Cattle and Castles. Margaret, that's why we have you, because you know everything and it's perfect. Morning, Myra. Oh, hang on. What's Myra got to say this morning? Just woke up to a nice cuppa. Only watched half yesterday. Continued thereafter at 3 p.m. lol. Grandchildren arrived. Yeah, oh gosh, no, don't watch it with grandchildren, for heaven's sakes. I think Claire had to try and explain that one yesterday. Good morning, everyone. Looking fab, Natasha. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Poor Lisa. Do you know what? I did wonder. So this morning, Lisa's Facebook stuff went down, and when she was trying to go live, and yeah, and I did wonder this morning when Josh texted me with about 15 minutes to go and went, can you just put me on a team viewer? Because I was like, no, please tell me it's not messing around here. I can cope with it messing around in Australia. I don't want it messing around here. But luckily, yeah, there we go. Now, I have didn't design this. This is a Sally Ablett design. And Sally designs for Lewis and Irene. She's a very lovely lady, very clever lady. This is. Haha. So this is the block that I'm going to show you today. And it is from the Country Life Reloved. There we go. And you've got several different colourways that you can make it in. We're going to throw in the pattern for free. It's not our pattern. So, you know, it's there. It's readily available. And it just means that you can use this, do 4 of these to create a table runner. Or you can make mats. Or cushions, actually. That's what I'll probably do with these, have cushions. They'd look really nice on a leather sofa, wouldn't they? Gorgeous. So if you would like this colourway here, no, this is a different colourway. This colourway here, then it is this. It is Runner 2. There we go. And I will take you through all of these fabrics in a minute, because Jane has very beautiful, oh, hang on. So Jane this morning comes, I'm just going to arrange the fabrics. Okie, and she did, and then I put a whopping great big stag in front of it. Hang on. Can we have a moment, please? This might fall off the wall. If it does, you know. Can we have a moment to appreciate Jane's beautiful, beautiful display? Look how she's... I mean, I'm about to wreck it. I'm not going to lie. That's coming off straight away, so I can show you. But for a moment, it looks really beautiful. There we go. I might even swing the machine around so that you can... Oh, no. Dinosaur. I mean, yeah, there we go. A plastic dinosaur. It's just one of those days. Yeah, so that is Jane's beautiful display, and I'll show you something else first so that you can all appreciate Jane's work, because otherwise it's not really very fair, is it? What else have we? Who else have we got? Laurie says, "Oh, I could have worked for you. I drove a forklift truck when I was at work." Laurie, that's not the only thing that you could do for us. You're multi-talented. Oh, here we go. Today is our Lewis and Irene extravaganza. That's what PT is saying this morning. Heather, you don't have to apologise for being late. It's no problem at all. Good morning, Wonder Woman, and lovely peeps all. Yeah, I had one of those nights where you know, when you just know you've got a lot to do. So rather than sort of sitting there thinking about it, I thought, I could just get up and do it. So I did, and I got loads done this morning. I'm really pleased with myself. Slightly smug. I'll probably crash and burn at lunchtime, and that'll be my own fault. Here we go. Now then, the next colourway is... Here we go. Feast your eyes on this, why don't you? Oh, we've got all the bumbleberries. So Lewis and Irene generally send us a collection once a month, when, you know, like the Suez Canal and stuff is allowing. And I've got to show you this close up because it's really beautiful. Whoop. Look at that. Cow, parsley and bees. Isn't that beautiful? Now, these are all available by the half metre as well, but if you did want the kit in so that you can do the runner, gosh, so you can do the table runner, then you are all good to go. There we go. We'll have a, look at these. I will show you these properly on the bolts. But how much fun are they? There's just a beautiful naivety about them. But then you've also got Mr. Pheasant looking rather fabulous there. I mean, that's like a sheep in Wales, isn't it? It's in the mists, possibly the rain, but it's on cream anyway. And should I just show? I'm sorry, Jane. I'm going to have to wreck your displays, so I'll get them out for you in a minute, and you can all have a good old look at these fabrics. So that is, yes, so that's option number 3, and then option number 1 is this colourway here, and is really rather lovely. Yeah, so all the bumbleberries have arrived, so we've got a whole rainbow of bumbleberries, which is an absolute treat. If you want any extra bumbleberries, then let us know. But there we go. So we've got, let's see what we've got here. We have got option number 1, 2 and 3. Beautiful. I've got a little bit cut out as well. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. But before I go ahead and show you all of these in great detail. Actually, I think this table runner works out at, I think with like $29.99, which I think is really reasonable for a table runner that's all designer fabric. And it's going to be sizable too. Okay, oh yes, the Adita Sitar fabric. I love Adita Sitar. She is such a clever lady. And we've bundled some for you here because these arrived at the weekend. So I know it's our Lewis and Irene extravaganza, but look at that. How pretty is that? It's basically, you can, well, yeah, you can just pretend that you English paper piece that without any of the bother. And the other thing that we've got, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Sometimes you just need a quick faux quilt, and there it is. But that could be your backing, it could be anything, it could be just some sashing, just a part of it. You might just want to take strips down, different aspects of it. But you might also want to play with it in this form as well. And these are so beautiful. It's the softness. There's a timeless classic, isn't there, to Adidas Sitar? I just adore. Look at that. So you've got these 3 different colourways, exactly the same fabric. Here we go, let me just... Bum, ba, da, bum, bum, ba. There we go. Pretty, hey? There's something really delicate and feminine about it. It's really, really gorgeous. I am in the middle of having a good old play with this, and I've got some great ideas, really beautiful ideas for a lovely bag with these. And it just struck me that if I were to do that, then I would piece the front and then use either this or this as the back, and it looks like you've worked really hard on it, and you haven't. I like that. But this is bundled together. You can grab this as a bundle should you wish, because they're rather lovely. And of course all the colours go really beautifully. And should you wish, because, you know, this is all by Macawa, by the way. So, you know, so yes. So you've got that linen look texture in the background of these. So I've found the same kind of colorways that are going to work beautifully in, you guessed it, linen look. And here they are. So if you want the plain bundle that goes with all of this, then pop it in your basket, add it in. There it is. It just works a treat. Yeah, look how delicate this is. It's really gorgeous. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we are. Isn't that beautiful? So again, that's the same pattern, just in all of them. And then you get little hints of it within these. So you can see, like, that is that one in there. It's very clever. I do like it when they do a sort of faux quilt montage. Who doesn't love a faux quilt montage? That's what I want to know. I'm just thinking of... Myra's got man with forklift truck envy. He's mine, Myra. He's mine. Get your hands off John the man that can. Jane's going to make him a cake so that we take high priority. It's not that we're trying to bribe everyone at the new place, obviously. Oh, and apparently Gemma says I'm not allowed to call it the warehouse. I have to call it HQ. She said, because otherwise people won't know that everything's going there. Okay. HQ. NMHQ, that's us. So that's where we'll be. Here we go. Just had a thought. You guys are going to scare the whatever out of him. I mean, you know, there's every possibility. Hope he knows you all well, poor man. Not yet, but he will. That sounds slightly menacing, doesn't it? Morning, Dolly. Love yesterday's show. Have a lovely one today. Well, thank you very much. It's a little bit calmer today, that's for sure. Bless John, he does make me giggle. I love your new way of displaying the fabrics. You can really see how the colours work together. Elizabeth, it's not my new way. I'm giving Jane full credit to that. She came in and started, you know, eking and tweaking stuff, and that's the result. I'm now scared to touch it. Oh yeah, you see, Claire, I'm with you. I did EPP hexes on the machine. No time to faff about with bits of card. There you go. Oh, Myra's loving this sort of tealy colours. Annie, what is going on with your internet? You're really struggling with us at the moment, aren't you? Yeah, you could try YouTube. There we go. Has the Adidas Sitar bundle sold? What? How's that sold out already? Seriously? Ah, you're on the web now. That's good. Right. So. Oh, I forgot. I completely. You know, only a few other things. we have also got, and this is really beautiful, a sampler. Look at this. I don't know how well that's going to show up, but looky, looky, looky. How gorgeous is that? So this goes with the Adidas sitar, and you can either just either use as is, or I'm gonna get in close with this. Whoops, and get it apparently caught on my needle. Or you can use it as that sampler, and you can use that as a guide and stitch around it. But it's really rather beautiful. So you can either just do sort of one panel like that, or you can echo it and do the two. It's entirely up to you. And the other thing that we have as well are these. And you might be wondering, what the heck are those? They are quilt labels. Again, in that beautiful soft colourway from Adidas. So you've got a whole, here we go. Are we all right, Jem? Are we having technical issues?
So that you're aware.
Oh, so that I'm aware. Go on.
So on Facebook this morning, there seems to be some kind of shenanigans.
There are Facebook shenanigans. Here we go. You see, this is it. Lisa had the same. Lisa had the same shenanigans.
There's no picture or sound.
If you're watching on a laptop, there's no picture or sound. Well, that's useful, isn't it? But so where can they find us? Where are we?
On a phone, you can watch on Facebook, apparently, because we're managing to get it up.
But yeah, because they are on a phone.
And also, yeah, it just seems to be a laptop-related thing at the moment, we think. But Josh is having a twiddle. But people are
Josh is having a twiddle, is he?
All of the platforms, basically a laptop.
You can go on, so you can watch it on your phone like I am.
I mean, anyone who can't see or hear you right now can't see or hear this.
Oh no! Oh, that's useless then, isn't it? Well, that's rubbish.
For everyone else who's a bit nosy.
Everybody else that's a bit nosy, here's what's going on.
So, I'm just letting you know. And clearly we're going to have to communicate that in the comments. No point telling everyone that, because they can't see or hear.
No, I will not tell anyone if they cannot see nor hear me. You know what it is? I got smug. I got smug that we had Facebook and Lisa didn't this morning. I think it is a Facebook situation. Facebook's having a bad day. Oh, Facebook, you let us down. You let us down. Yeah. Naughty old Facebook. Hey ho, there we go. So, there we go. You've got panels there. You've got the panel there to stitch should you wish, or just have as a sampler. And then you've got all of the quilt labels there to use as you wish. There we go. Well, that's a bit rubbish then, isn't it? Oh, YouTube's okay for me. Got you on the TV. Oh, and it's okay on an iPad. Oh, well, there you go. You see, this is it. I love it. We get that. So it's actually the only people that won't be able to. I think it's Ali that sort of has alerted us to this fact. Right, should we have a look at this then? Because. Oh, hang on. Just had an idea. I wonder if. Ha! Whoops. Look at these. Here they all are. So, of course, these will work in if you had the Highland cattle and castles, or cows and castles, or whatever. You can. You see, you all do funny things and mirror us onto your TV, and goodness knows what. I have no idea how you do that. But kudos to you. Look at that. There's your pheasant. There's your sheep. There's your... Whoop. Oh, hang on. Hang on. We might have to go above after all. I'm really sorry, Jane. Wreck your display. Soz. Pheasants. Lovely pheasants. And then, yep, your sheep. Oh, gosh. Yeah, there they are. There are your bees. on your couch. That's such a pretty one. Such a pretty one. Let's show you that one. You've seen that one. And then this comes with the lighter bumbleberries. So the bumbleberries are 7 different colours blended in their circular bits, which just make them the perfect blenders. So there they are. That is one bundle there. As I dismantle it again, there you go. There's your sheep, your pheasants. Oh, and your chickens. There they are. They're a bit good, aren't they? They're just going to look great in any kitchen, aren't they? And then, of course, the farmyard. There they all are, enjoying themselves, splashing about in the mud. And we have got that in these colourways as well. Nothing wants to say, come on, switch across. There we go. There they are. Oh, he's a proper piggy pig, isn't he? And then there are your chickens on a slightly greyer background this time. Lovely. Pheasants on a grey background as well. And your sheep. Now you see these are more standout sheep, aren't they? Yeah. And again, oh, this is just so beautiful. Look at the bees and the cow parsley. Woo! Choke and get all emotional about that one. And you've got your bumbleberries in dark golden sand, and this one is bark. There we go. Right, let's switch those around and get you the last bundle to show you. So again, you know, these are bundled, or you can just buy whichever ones you want. It's up to you. Oh yeah, Elizabeth, you do love a Highland cow, don't you? Here we go. So we have got the other colourway. So there are basically 3 different colourways here going on for you. And there we go. There they are. Really rather fabulous. And then, oh, you can proper see those chooks there, can't you? They're looking good, looking good. And then there are your pheasants. And then again, your sheep. And then the last colourway for that is that one. There we are. So that's that. Got to find a way to put this back now. Make it look make it look tidy. Do you know what? I'm just going to pop it down here. Hey, I'm not going to have to go to the gym, am I, today? It's all done. There we go. Shall we make this block then? Let's do that. Gemma had the genius idea that I don't know what she was thinking, what she meant, but she said, you know, you could get a self-cover button. If your points weren't perfect, they're all right, you know, they're all right. But if your points weren't perfect, or you're a little bit worried, or you're using it as a cushion or whatever, you could pop a little self-cover button in there, and they're pretty easy to use, and you've got various gadgets to cover them with your fabric. And I do like a self-cover button. You basically just cut a little circle bigger, and then it pushes around into it, and you push the back in, and that's it. They're really easy to do. So maybe a little self-cover button there, and then it all blends in. But the cutting instructions, I will alert Lewis and Irene to the fact on their pattern that the cutting instructions are slightly wrong, but I know they'll put that right, because we got the first draft before it had been proofread, so I think I've kind of acted as their proofreader. Now, with your pattern, what you're going to get is all of your cutting requirements, and then how to make it up and how to do the runner. But also, if you just want to do the mats to match your runner, then that's what I've done. Ta-da! Like so. And so then you've got your cutting instructions here for each mat. So what I would say to you to do is bring up this page, because it tells you which fabric is which, so that you can then cut it correctly. And then you can get going on there. Things like your folded corner clipper is your friend here, or any of the Creative Grids rulers where you've got your 45-degree angle on there, because you're going to need that. Absolutely, you're going to need that. Don't do as I did to start off with. And yeah, when I first cut these, I had them as they'd come off the bolt, so they were right sides together, which meant that then when I cut on the 45-degree, of course I had two going one way and then two going the other. But as I've got to do two more, I will just make sure that I cut them the correct way. So these are our chickens, and so you get told to cut them 2 5/8 by 5 1/8. Yep, if you've got an itty bitty ruler, whip that out now as well. That will help as well. But otherwise, if you've got your, I had it. There we go. So I want to make sure that I'm cutting in the same direction, just so that I've got that lovely pinwheel turn there. If you've got your 45-degree ruler, then that's fab. And you just want to get that along there, all lined up. And that's your 45-degree. And then you see, look, you can save your chicken for a button. Perfect. That's that. And then what else do I need? Oh, now this was the cutting instruction that they need to put right. Is with this one, you cut your square and then it says cut once diagonally, but you're gonna have to cut it again because this is the middle bit here. So you do need 4. But I will obviously let them know this. Obviously bias edges all over the shop here. So what I would say is make sure that you get your flatter spray or your best press or your starch savvy or whatever it is that you use on that fabric, and make sure that you pre-treat that fabric. And then just using these straight lines to line up that bottom edge and then clip through right to the tip of that corner. And there we have those bits. So basically when we start to put these together, this one is going to go the other way to that and onto here. It takes me a second to work these things. I'm like, hang on. And also, you know, they will be slightly bigger, because by the time that you stitch that across and you've got that seam allowance in, then it'll go. But I'll show you that in a minute. We can just start to get those all right, all set up and ready to go, and then we can just chain piece. So make sure that you've got it there like that, and then flick it down. Like so and like so. And then you can chain piece those should you wish. That's no bother to do at all. So we'll set them all up, and then you've got squares that you can cut in half that will create these. Now I did these all the pheasant, so on this one I will do them all the farmyard, so that I've got one mat with one mat with the other, and if you want to fussy cut them then you can, but yeah, so just cut your squares, and again, whatever rulers that you've got, just either line them up like that or however you want to do it. If you've got your stripologies and you want to do several at once, then of course you can just line them up like that, and then you know that you're really secure when you go through those. If you're using any of your stripology rulers, whoop, there we are, then you know that you can use those as well. So whatever it is that you're using, get chopping with that. If you want a fussy cut as well, you know, get involved with that too. And then we've got these. So again, it says to just cut your square in half, but no, you will need to cut it again. So again, I'm going to line up. And once you've done the cutting, it actually comes together really quite simply. So just line up along one of those, trim it back. So now we've got those, and then what else did I need? What was my golden sand? 6. So my cutting instructions, here we go, let's have a look. For 6 was 7, 2, 6 and 7/8. So let's whip 2 inches off that, shall we? I'm going to have to do 4 of those, aren't I? There we are. And then, how big do these need to be? 6 and what? 6 and 7/8. If you get something like that, honestly, go to 7 and then just come back 1. Just 1 notch. Line it all up through there, and that's going to be your 6 and 7/8. I know the cutting sounds a bit weird, but it does work. It does work, I promise you. There we go. And then what you want to do from there, I think I've got this right, yeah, is get out your, do you know what? I'm going to wait to cut that to make sure that I do that on the right way. So let's get all of this together. Let's get the iron on. Let's get the fabric out of the way. And we are then good to go. Oh, morning, Naomi. Are you off work today? Or have you just snuck him on? No one's looking. So we're going to chain piece first of all. Let me just get that. Yee! Hopefully you can see this. So chain piece, because that's the quickest way to get anything done. You know, people say, oh, Tash, how did you get that done so quickly? Well, chain piecing is my friend. If you want to, then obviously you can... and you know that you're kind of on the right track when your needle will come out there, and that's your 1/4 inch seam. You know then that you have got these slightly strange sounding measurements right. Because, you know, we all do it, don't we? You get a new pattern, you go, do they mean that? Do they mean that? Is that actually what I should be doing? Yes. Yes, it is. It actually is. And of course you can pin it. Definitely with all these bias edges, please prep your fabric. These were all prepped before I cut. What do I mean by prepping? I mean that we put in texture back into the fabric. So be that with actual starch or with a starch substitute like Flatter or Best Press or Starch Savvy, something that's going to put the texture in and just hold those fibres together so that when you cut across through diagonally through the warp and the weft thread, you have got stability in there. And that's what we want. We do not want these shifting around all over the place. So please, 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 it does make such a difference, and I wish I'd found it sooner. So then we will get the iron on the go. What are we doing this morning, Lo? This morning, do you know what? This is the closest, Lo, that we're going to get to a small Mongolian goat. This might actually be the fabric for you, Lo. Lo is quite obsessed with Mongolian goats, but I will show you this because I think that's the closest we're going to get. Technically a sheep, but if you squint a bit, you might make Mongolian goat. Just, you know, possibly. In the dark, maybe. Maybe, possibly. Who knows? Oh. If I get the clip out the way. Oh. Have you all started to get now your caddies? I just love it. I hadn't realised. The caddies that we made the other day, the spinning, they're called caddies. They're just fabulous. You all went crazy for the crackers. Ah, that's made Lo's morning. Yes. You see, we listen. You give us feedback. You say you want a small Mongolian goat. And, you know, we deliver as close as we can. It's not a fabric that's generally in high demand, I'll be honest, Lo. Oh, Julia's off. Is it another feed? Have you seen it? Have you seen her puppies? They're growing a treat. Yes, they are. Actual puppies. They're really rather lovely. So, this is one you've got to lay it out. Keep laying it out. Make sure that you've got the right things going the right way. And that's what I say to you. Just keep laying it all out. Because you want to have... You want to have these kind of spinning around in the right way. So when you come to add these in, and it just helps you work out what on earth we're doing. Basically, there we go. When you add these on, if I just keep spinning it around, I'll get to the right way. We're starting to get that shape going around. So this will end up being a triangle in its own right. But sometimes for me, that just blows my mind a little bit. I'm like, what? How, what? No, what? I can't cope. No. But yes, but no, but there we go. And that's why we lay everything out. Because otherwise I get confused. It's as simple as that. Was that hang on. Myra, what are you going to say? I was at an animal farm yesterday. Never knew there were so many breeds of goat. Oh yeah. There's many a goat out there. We used to have, growing up, Angora goats, and weirdly, I actually learned how to spin woolen stuff so that I could. I could spin my own wool. But Angora goat hair, lovely. Right, let's chain piece these, shall we? We digress. So the joy of the goat. Well, that sounds wrong, doesn't it? I just remember our goats. They never stayed where we put them. They would always be tapping on the top of their, tap dancing on the tops of anything that you put in the field. On the top of their field shelter or whatever it was. They're amazing climbers. Well, I guess that's why it's like mountain goats, isn't it? But they're super cute. But we stuck to sheep after that because goats were notoriously difficult to actually keep in anywhere. And actually, weirdly enough, Sophie, who babysits for us a couple of days a week with the kids, she still has, they went to her house yesterday, and she still has one of my Cade lambs from years and years and years ago. Good old Cheese, he's still fighting strong. So yeah, the kids were able to see one of my sheep. Oh, it's a beautiful thing to pass down the family. Okay, so we will then, again, choppity chop chop, and doesn't really matter which way you press it, by the way. At this stage, it doesn't really matter. So if you've got a favourite way, do that. If you want to always press to the dark side, do that. If not, don't worry. I learned to speak goat. Well, no. Well, I mean, is now the time to, admit to actually being able to bleat very, very well. So when growing up, my best friend, her family were the biggest sheep farmers in Sussex. So they used to love us kids because we, during lambing seasons, we had little hands, so we could lamb really effectively. And but whenever you tried to put the ewe and a lamb into the pen, you used to have to, we used to have to bleat like the lambs. So I have a particularly good repertoire of slightly distressed lamb to make the mother follow call. Yeah. I mean, it's a gift. What can I say? An actual gift. And yeah, not every day that I admit to that, and it's certainly not on my CV. But there it is. I keep trying to scroll down to see the full block. It's this. There you go. There you go. You look at that. So what we've managed to do now, hopefully, if I've got this right, yay! The process worked. Have I? No, I haven't. I've been chatting and done it the wrong way. I've just sewn it onto the wrong side on every single one. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. I'm going to have to unpick those. Gemma, do you want to unpick while I sew the rest? This is why. Yeah, I've just managed to sew it on the wrong side. Completely the wrong side. And do you know what? Nobody noticed or said a thing. Not one. I'm too busy chatting. Jan says, oh, thanks, Tash. That's all right. You just busily look at that, Jan, while I just, unpick all of this.
Have you summoned me just to moan?
No, I've summoned you to help me unpick so that because it's not the most... It's not the most...
television.
Well, that's...
That's actual television because we'd be kicked off.
No. I've behaved today.
What am I doing? Taking the bumbleberries off the rest?
Yes, please. I think I've behaved today.
Yeah.
John's not here.
John's
Yeah. I'm on my best behaviour. I can't now, so...
Control. No.
I've got no control. You have no control.
No,
None.
Anyone who missed yesterday, that's worth a catch-up.
Anyone who missed yesterday is worth a catch-up. Oh, gosh.
You need a giggle.
Yeah.
Don't blush easily.
Yeah.
That Bravo on the quilt in the background, it looks stunning.
Oh, do you like?
I can't wait. I've got this one already at home.
So I don't know if you can hear Gemma. She's saying that she's got this one at home already, ready to go. Do you know what I'm not going to do right now? I am not going to trim back that 45-degree line yet. I'm going to get it on there. I'm going to get it pressed, and then I'm going to take off that 45-degree line because I'm not going to muck this up anymore. It's one of those things. It's demoing somebody else's quilt. It's somebody else's pattern, chatting and not concentrating. You see? If I hadn't been chatting about my ability to bleat like a newborn lamb, would have been all right by now.
I'm picking all of these.
Yeah. No, I did mess up. I was consistent. I was consistently. No. Do not. You shambolic. So that's it. Shh. Poor SJ. She'll be having a. This is why. Yeah, Gemma's just said. This is why we don't mic her. Yes. That and other reasons. Aww. It's just nice to know you're there, Gem. for my unpicking needs.
You know what though? This is the best unpicker in the whole wide world, so it's fine.
Do you know, it is a good unpicker, isn't it?
If you gave me a rubbish unpicker, I'd have words.
I would never give you a rubbish unpicker.
But this is...
Because it's the right tools for the job. Have we still got any of those?
Yeah.
Have we?
Few. Not many,
Few?
I think.
Just make sure, if you do get the unpicker, firstly, it's like a surgical blade on there. It's super, super sharp. And it comes with a couple of replacements. Yeah, don't have a gin and try and put it in. We have had various photos of people going, I don't understand why it's not sitting. Yeah, no, you haven't put it in properly. You've got to follow the line of the dip. That'll make sense if you are looking at it. Otherwise, you'll be like, what is she talking about? You might be, what is she talking about? Anyway, to be fair. But there we go. So I'm going to press these. Told her you were shouting at her. I'm none the wiser, just learning. Yeah, no, it's all good. So basically, I firmly believe this. If you ever sign up for any kind of quilt workshop or anything like that, I firmly believe that the first thing that you should be given is an unpicker, just so that you don't feel quite so awful when it goes wrong. And
in my case, plasters.
oh, and plaster. What did you do?
Pinning my fingers.
Pinning your fingers. Oh no.
When I went, I was known.
You were known for. You see, Gemma always tells me that she always wants to do my nails because you know that's her thing, and she says to me, nails. Jewels are not tools. And I'm like, nah. But you see, maybe you were just trying to avoid your nails.
I don't think so. I think
No.
it was really rubbish.
I was trying to give you an out there.
No.
Trying so hard to give you an out
I
there.
was really rubbish.
You were really rubbish. I'm not. I'm just repeating.
Pin
Just
basting.
a pin basting. Well, don't pin baste then.
No, I don't anymore.
That is why
Spray.
all hail spray and the micro stitch tool.
Yes.
All of these things. All of these things. No. What am I doing? I'm going to follow this line here.
And you're going to show who's boss.
Who's boss? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Have I got that right? Can I warrant a close-up? There we go. So you can use your 45-degree line on there to then line and edge everything up. Ah, look, hang on. Do you know what, Jan? I'm blaming you for this because... no, I'm not blaming you for this, but actually, thank goodness you did come on and go, could I just have a look at that block? Because otherwise I'd have been sitting there spinning it around and around going, why doesn't this work?
Well, this is an alternative.
This
way
is
to do it.
an alternative way that doesn't work. I would really highly recommend not. Yeah, I think you guys are quite used to this by now. Oh, what it would be to be professional. And perfect. Yeah. We can merely dream, can't we, eh? It's not going to happen anytime soon, is it? Let's be honest.
Work in progress.
Work in progress, indeed. Indeed. It's all good. It used to be when you work on proper telly, you like all the guests that I work with, it was their big fear, their really big fear. Have I done that wrong as well on it? Oh, for goodness sakes. Honestly, what am I doing today? I've just sewn it to the wrong side. Look, if I'd have done it that way, it'd have been right.
Do you want me to pick another one?
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to keep me here.
It's just keeping me company, isn't it? Lovely. Thanks, Jem.
Both of those?
Yeah. I'm never doing anybody else's pattern ever again. Look at this. Do you know what? I was really, again, it's being smug, isn't it? It ruins you for the day. There I was, all smug that I'd got this done. I tell you what it is as well. It's because I've done this the other way round. Can you see like that? That looks bigger. So, oh, it looks all sewn in, isn't it? Right. What? Huh?
I'm just chuntering to myself.
You're chuntering to yourself.
Chunter.
I'm trying to work out.
Is that a northern word, chunter?
I don't
We
know.
use it in our family a lot. But
Do
to
you?
be fair, northern family, so yeah. My granddad had a budgie, and he used to sort of
I don't know if anyone can hear. Can you hear Gemma? She's telling you
No.
budgie stories.
Probably.
Her granddad had a budgie, and did the budgie called what?
Peter.
Peter the budgie.
Yeah, and they chunter to themselves, is what we always
They
used to say.
chunter.
I'm not sure that people use the word chunter.
I mean, I think it would accurately possibly describe. You know when you just can't see it then, and you're like, what? That goes down there.
Muttering. It's like a mutter and a chatter at the same time.
Oh, I'm doing a lot of that.
Chunter.
Doing a lot of that. Oh, would that be it?
A mutter and a chatter.
Hang on. Bear with me, caller. God blimey. What's going on today? That can't be. How does that go? How does that go with that? Seriously?
Bear with. Be like the blind leading the blind if I ever look at it.
No, I tell you what it is. What has completely thrown me is because I've sewn those around the wrong way. That's what's gone on. You know when you just have a complete, I was like, that can just go, that can spin round that way. In my head, that was going to spin round that way. And now I just can't see it for the life of me.
We all have moments like this.
Do we?
Yeah.
Will that work? If I put that there? Who knows? Completely lost now.
Do we need to stitch your itch?
Probably. I've sewn everything round the wrong way.
Oh,
Oh man!
no. Really?
I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. Where is our Stitchy Witch? You see, that's right.
Jane!
Jane! I've stitched everything around the wrong way and now I've completely lost myself.
I'm not entirely sure his Tash hasn't been on the gin already.
God, I don't know. I don't know. It's gone horribly wrong. I've done it the wrong way around, haven't I? But, you see, that should have gone that way.
Have you cut the triangle the wrong way around? Is that what it is?
Well, potentially.
Yes.
No, because that will just give it to spin that way. Only
Yeah.
it's not going to, is it?
No, it's going to spin the other way, isn't it?
It's like Mensa here.
Good morning to everyone.
Morning, hi everybody.
Come on, you work out what I've done.
Yeah, you've cut the triangle the wrong way.
I was going to spin it the other way,
right.
but then that means that I've got to sew it a different way, or does everything then have to go the other way?
Everything has to go the other way. So
Ah!
you'd have the triangle here, wouldn't you? If
Were
it was
you
spinning
trying to
the
be
other
clever,
way.
Tash?
I was and failed dismally at it.
Well, no, because you can do that, and you can add the triangle.
Yeah, can you though?
Add the triangle on there, because you're making half square triangles, aren't you? At the end of the
Well,
day.
yeah, you are. But then that means that you've got to do it that way.
Yeah. Where's the other one of that? Is there another one of that?
There.
Yeah.
Gemma's just unpicked. Actually, Gemma, you know what the ones you've just unpicked were probably the ones that went the right way.
Oh. Do
Yeah.
you know, you only did it just to give me practice.
So this is the thing, right?
This is Jane's job at the moment, is to tell
What,
us
to-
where we've gone wrong. She did it with me yesterday.
It's perfect. It's one of those things that, like, I can look at a pattern and follow it, but when you try and change somebody else's pattern,
Yeah.
and I just thought it would be really easy to just put it in reverse.
No. It would if you cut it the other way. You have to look at because on the
Tell us,
pattern-
Jane. Let's turn this into a learning experience. Come on.
If you look at this, it's two half square triangles that make up the square. So if you wanted it to spin the other way, your half square triangle here has got to face the other way, where your half square triangle joins.
Yes. Yes.
So it would go like that.
So how much more unpicking have we got to do? That's the question.
How much more?
Well, that's right one, isn't it?
That
one's
one is right. Okay, well that's good.
But that one's wrong.
Right, took it here.
No, it's this one that it's
You see,
because
that's
you've
the
cut
thing, yeah.
this the wrong way.
So we need, and that's what I did. You see, I laid those out. They all went really nicely.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. Either do it exactly, or like Jane said, I don't think it matters that we've gone wrong, because it just means that we'll restitch it the right way.
Yeah. It's just that one that is cut the wrong. You've cut the wrong angle.
So yeah, what happened was And I bet I'm not the first person to do this. When I cut the strips, they came off the bolt. So half for one way, half for the other.
Yeah.
And then I cut my 45-degree line. So, of course, half spun one way and half spun the other.
Yeah.
So in my head, it'll be a simple twix and a simple twizzle around. But it just goes to show, doesn't it? You can't just always transfer stuff around.
No, it doesn't always work.
It doesn't always work.
No.
And that's why, like when I put that on top, go, oh yeah, that's all fine. But then, no, hang on, it's all gone wrong. So then you just have to lay it out like Jane's doing, beautifully.
If you did it upside down, no, it still wouldn't work.
No, you see, yeah, because you get and that's where it comes down to, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like jigsaw pieces.
If you did it that way, you'll get a different pattern.
Yeah, but not the one that
But not the one that you want.
Sally beautifully put together.
The lesson is follow the pattern.
Follow the pattern, follow the instructions, do it right. Do it right. Should we do it in reverse as we've got it there now? I don't know which is quicker. To start from scratch. Or
Have
just
you got these strips sewn together? Have you got any of those done?
No, you don't do it like that.
Oh right, do you not sew the strips together?
No. That's why, you see. So, should we just hang on, we had these laid out. Should we lay them out? Gemma's busy unpicking everything. Let's lay it out and put it together. This is where the quilt wall comes in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because then if you can lay it all out on your quilt wall,
Yeah.
then you know that you are good to go. So that will go there.
Yeah. And so that one will go.
Oh, do you know what it's like doing jigsaws with your friends, isn't it?
Think about
Exactly what it is.
You've
So, I
got to
mean,
think
yeah.
about your half square triangle really. So that one will go on there. And that one will go.
Yeah, you
There,
see,
there.
it takes a moment, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then what was the bit that Gemma just unpicked? Oh, there,
This
hang
bit
on.
here.
Here, these ones. So these need unpicking, or are they going to work? No,
really.
they need unpicking, don't they?
Yeah.
She's just stood there with the unpicker. Thank you. And it just needs to go on. So all the cutting is
Yeah.
correct. It's just sewn onto the wrong side
Yes,
to do it the other way.
that's right.
Everyone's done it, Jane. Everyone's done
We've
it.
all done it.
Of course we have.
Every time, and it's just so frustrating. And sometimes you can't see what it is that you've done wrong,
Yeah.
and it just whatever you do, it won't go in. Yeah.
Elizabeth in shouty capitals. I am so pleased I'm not the only one that does these things. You're not. You just have the sense to do it in the privacy of your own home.
Yeah.
I thought I would get ahead pre-cut to save time. Look where that got me, right? Rebecca, it's not even my pattern. That's the thing. Not even my pattern. She's like, I'll sort your patterns out. It's not my pattern. Not my pattern. Myra says, every day is a school day. And John just says, morning.
It's his fault.
We can blame
where the
John.
trouble
He's
is.
not here. He's not here.
John is always where the trouble
Oh,
is.
Jill says, please, please, please clone Jane. We all need a Jane to get us out of trouble. Do you know, there are so many mornings when I've looked at something so long and hard and I'm just like, I can no longer work out which way up and around. And you
You
either
see,
have
you're
to
gonna have
step
problems.
away, don't you?
You're going to have problems with these strips because you've trimmed them.
You addle yourself, don't you?
If you've
I
got
do
extra
addle
strip,
myself.
You're going to just need to make those strips again because that angle now is facing the wrong way.
Yes, Jane.
Yes, Sensei.
I don't think I'm going to bother sewing this all together. It's just too much now. No, I will. If you're happy to bear with me whilst I put my brain into gear. Do you know what? I'm sure this will probably all make us live longer or something because we've used our brains.
Yes.
Yes. That's what it's about.
Later today
Right.
we'll find you in a darkened room rocking backwards and forwards with a bar of chocolate.
Well, I don't think it's going to be that much later today by the time that I'm rocking backwards and forwards with a bar of chocolate. John, Margaret loves your T-shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
And John says, the stag! I know that stag. It's so pretty. Yes, isn't it? the sample that we had was, in fact, oh John, I meant to give you the sample back, was done in Alison glass, but all the same colour background. But then when we had, oh thanks
So
Jane.
that triangle goes there. And that one, and there's another triangle missing. Have you got another triangle?
Um,
Oh, it's here. Look at it. There you go. So you just need a strip there for that one.
did I not just cut 2 strips?
Yeah, you did. Use it there and there. You need a third one.
Do I? Blimey. Thanks,
say
thanks Jane.
The sample was in Alison glass.
Oh, the sample was in Alison glass, and we did it with the Lewis and Irene.
Lock loose
I have got to.
with the amazing brown bumbleberries.
With the amazing brown bumbleberries. Yes, indeedy they are. Can we just look at this? This is how it's going to look when it gets sewn together properly.
Oh, look at that.
In the opposite direction, you see.
Stunning.
Yeah. So the lesson to go with today is that, you know,
Do as you're told.
do as you're told. Oh, yeah. Jan says, yeah, me too. Lay them out on the cutting mat, pick up the pieces and sew down the wrong side. Always. It's always. And it just is. It just is one of those things. Yeah. Hang on. I forgot to watch. Oh, I forgot to watch yesterday. Oh, that's all right. You can catch up on that. Right. So we need to clone Jane.
Probably public service announcement though for catching up. It's just make sure you haven't got a mouthful of drink at any point with anything valuable in
Oh,
front of
yeah. Oh, no. We. Poor Elaine spat her coffee out. It's not the only thing she needed as well, to be fair. Well, there's the other piece. And did nearly choke. Thank you, Jem.
Welcome.
I'd suggest you don't go too far.
I won't sing.
Because, oh, no. Is there any other way to say you're welcome? I wouldn't venture too far, Jem, because I haven't finished yet. You know. And,
Nothing else to do.
well, no, nothing else to do, clearly. And this could still go wrong.
No,
You never know.
Just be positive. You're showing it who's boss.
Jane!
Jane's boss.
Jane's the boss. Do you know what? I'm going to stick to my own patterns in future. It's scary doing other people's. Do you know what? There are times in my life where this would have bothered me.
No.
You know, and it would have felt really stressful. But it's I'd rather be completely honest about it. When you're on like big channels and stuff like that, they would conveniently just switch to another shot or go down the counter and show you all of their lovely wares for sale, which is great, and that gets you out of a lot of trouble a lot of times. But I did watch one show the other day, and I'm not going to name, but basically this sort of thing happened to a very, 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 very talented sewer and author of many books, and she did the same, you know, just kind of went,
We've
yeah.
all had a moment.
But you do though, don't
Yeah,
you?
of course you do.
And it's, I don't know, it's real, isn't it? That's it at the end of the day. Doesn't stop the fabrics being fabulous, or you actually having the ability to follow the pattern correctly. All of these things. It's just.
Still create the beautiful item eventually.
Eventually, it's a slightly longer show now than originally anticipated.
But that's the beauty of what we do here.
Well, we are not restricted with time.
We're not.
There's Gemma's tapping her beautifully manicured nails going, apart from the fact I've got a shed load to do because we're moving warehouse this week. Not allowed to call it warehouse, what am I allowed to call it?
NMHQ.
NMHQ! We need a sign. Lovely Ash turned up this morning to help me build some racking down there this morning, and just laughed as she walked in, finding me all made up, ready for the show, wielding a mallet. It's just like, Ash is quite new to working with us, but she's like a machine. She's phenomenal, and she's an engineer. So I was like, right. By day, Ash is an engineer. By, well, early morning, she's wielding a mallet and building our shelves for us. Yay!
So exciting.
I did 2.
So exciting.
I was quite proud of myself that I got bored and had to come home.
What's the problem with you? Oh, bless you.
Well, you know,
Use of your time. We've got things for you to do.
it was repetitive. Oh, and I did smash my fingers with the mallet a couple of times. It was painful.
Oh.
But actually, they did supply gloves. I was like, gloves. I laugh in the face of gloves. Oh, that's why they gave me the gloves. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Just talk amongst yourselves. Oh, you are.
Trash it, Tash.
Trash it, Tash. That's not very nice. What did
Bosh,
you
bosh,
say?
Bosh, bosh, bosh with the hammer.
Bosh it, Tash. That's not nice either.
Bash it, Tash. Bash, bosh, Tash.
Bish, bash, bosh, Tash. Thanks, Jem. Who was it yesterday said, have you two known each other like some time? It's like, yes.
No,
And that is why we can hurl insults at each other and it doesn't matter.
with love.
With love, absolutely. Because let's face it, you are also HR.
What am I not, Tash?
What are you not? You are a woman of many talents. You're our office chameleon.
Yeah. The Oracle.
Oh, the Oracle. Oh, is that? Did you say that on air the other day?
Said it to you yesterday.
Oh, I thought you'd said it on air.
No.
So, yeah, no, Gemma is convinced she now needs to know everything that goes on in the office. And she's just started calling herself the Oracle.
If it's
Um,
something you've told Tash,
if
tell me.
Yeah.
I need to know.
Do you want to see? Do you want to see the fact that I can actually sew stuff together correctly? Ta-da!
Hooray!
I don't feel that I should take a bow or anything. So then, yeah, trim that back, right sides together, stitch it all together, and away you go. Jenna did it. Oh, look, she's coming.
Put your cup of tea up. I couldn't quite get the gin in it.
Still got some of my magic coffee left. Maybe this is the problem. Thanks, Jane. Oh, lovely. Do you know what? I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. As far as I'm concerned, that's done. That is done. It could be the cushion back. That would require me to insert a zip. Do you know what? Some days you just have to step away.
You know what it was earlier?
What was it
Someone
earlier?
said about covered buttons, and if the points didn't quite meet in the middle, your
Yes,
stitching went wrong.
you cursed the whole show.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah. And so I'm just going to gently blame Gemma for this. She said, yeah, you said if the points didn't meet for whatever reason, to be fair, those points would have met.
Yes, okay.
They would
But
meet.
Wouldn't it look beautiful with a covered
It would
button?
look beautiful with the covered, but we've covered the covered buttons. Yes.
Gorgeous in the middle.
Hello says this quilting thing is blooming hard work, isn't it? She didn't actually say that, but
Paraphrasing.
let Jane do the samples. But John, you see, that would be even worse because then I'd come to it and I wouldn't have a clue what I was doing. Or I might actually read the instructions properly. I got complacent because I'd done one and thought, I know how to do this. I know, I can just flip it, it's fine. Anyway, look, it's done now.
Well, when something goes together well first time, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like in theatre when they say that actually you kind of want a bad dress rehearsal. You worry if you have a good dress rehearsal because then the opening night is shambolic. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, that's it. We have got obviously all of the fabric so that you can make it, whichever way you wish, correctly or otherwise. It will come with the pattern so you can, follow it or not. And did I hear that the Adita had sold out?
No, so that was me loading the stock. Margaret was an eager beaver.
Oh,
was
Margaret was
there,
an Eva
spotting
beat.
the
Margaret
go
is
up.
there.
I was
There.
adding the quantity on. I told her and she said thank you.
Oh, okay. There you go. Oh,
That's
that's
done.
all right then. I was going to say, crikey, we had quite a lot of that stuff.
Beautiful where it is.
Lo says, how drunk am I? Haven't you made that once? Yes. And then doing it again. Just as a learning experience for us all.
Thorough.
To be thorough, / possibly am on the gin. There we go. So it's just written bish bash bosh.
Yeah. Just back there.
That's correct. Yeah. Many hat Gemma, says John. Oh, we call her lots of things. That's one of the more politer ones. Yes, Jen. Jan, there is a glitch in the matrix. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. You've got the beautiful fabrics there to make as you wish. As soon as we come off air, I'm going to finish that.
Yeah. Gonna
can't.
tell it off as well.
No, there's only one person that needs to tell it off. Oh dear me. Tomorrow, Jane is. Where's the quilt that Jane's?
Oh, and it's enormous.
It's
But I will
huge.
assist her.
Oh my goodness me. So we have to thank Amanda because Amanda Little, because she did the quilting for us because we ran out of time, and she's done such a stunning job on it. She's echoed the fans. This is a Lisa Chandler design tomorrow, which I feel this week has possibly not been the most professional here at Natasha Makes, but never mind. And Jane will rectify it all tomorrow. Thank goodness. But it's a beautiful, beautiful, stunning. In fact, Lisa, if you're still watching and you haven't just given up and gone to bed.
I know what Jane is.
Oh,
But I'll finish their quilt.
so we are doing this tomorrow, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going mad.
That's what I prepped.
Oh, that's what Gemma's prepped.
And I'm not tall enough.
Oh, you're not tall enough? Oh, come on, Gemma.
We're just going to have to do this.
Get a
Little
box
bit.
to stand
Like
on or
little
something.
bits.
So this is huge. Look at the fans. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So these are the project panels from Lisa Chandler, and this is it in orange, and we absolutely love it. It is just stunning.
And then a fan of
I know,
fans.
you're a fan of the fans.
A fan of fans.
There are 1, 2, 3, yeah,
It
there are
is a fan
6.
of fans, of which I am a fan.
Yes, you just keep saying fan. That's fine. That's tomorrow's show. Yeah. Bit good, isn't it?
I mean,
Oh, and look, it's been backed in our extra wide William Morris. How beautiful does that look
Stunning.
as well? Just stunning. In fact, look, you can see some of Amanda's quilting if I do that. Can you see the fans that she's echoed? Gemma's holding it up like Lady Di's trail on a wedding dress.
You're much taller than me, you
I'm-
ridiculous giant.
I'm not. Can you hear the insults going? You're a foot taller than me, you ridiculous giant. Get away with you. Right. We will see you tomorrow, and Jane will make us look professional.
Yes.
That's the one. That's the one.
She'll do
Far
it
too
proper
much
like.
fun, otherwise she'll do it proper like. So don't, do as we say, not as we do. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.